Good morning, namaste. Welcome to this Dharma Yoga practice, which is about 90 minutes. Please, as always, practice according to your conditions and your abilities. Respect your limitations, and just imagine all creations experiencing this practice through you. So we want to practice in a way that is mindful, that is conscious, and delivers the best experience possible. So on that note, let's begin. Find your way into a comfortable seat. Close the eyes. Go inward. At the moment of creation, God became part of all living beings. Tune your mind to the supreme divine consciousness that is within and all around. Fix your mind on God alone. Rest your thoughts in God alone. And in God will live hereafter. Of this there is no doubt. The Om Namah Shivaya mantra. I bow to your light. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering and enjoy this practice through our senses. May the Lord bestow upon us the fruit of knowledge, and may we always have a strong desire for the knowledge that liberates us from pain and suffering. And may we cherish no ill feelings against each other, only ever peace, love, joy, and compassion. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. So stimulate all the chakras with the seed mantras. There is one associated with each of the main energy centers of consciousness, 7 of them along the central psychic channel with Sushumna Nadi. We call it coincident with the spine. And so we concentrate on that central consciousness, and we picture the color that goes with it, and we just allow the sound to we do the sound until we run out of breath. So just feel those vibrations from the seed mantras, stimulating those. Imagine them as gates that we're trying to open up in order to allow the energy to eventually pass up the spine, up the central psychic channel. That energy will not be released unless we are in observance, until we're well established in the ethical rules, yama and niyama. And when the energy does reach the crown, it is said that it may trigger divine bliss. So start off at the Muladhara chakra, at the base of the spine. The color is red, and the sound is lam. So just keep doing it. Take a deep breath in. Lam, 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 lam. Go to the next one, Svahistana, at the sacral area. The color is orange. Sound vam. Inhale. Vam, 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 vam. Just try to do it on a single breath. Next one, at the navel, the color is yellow, Manipura. The sound of ram. Inhale. Ram, 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 ram. Go next to the heart, Anahata. The color is green. The sound is, the seed mantra is yam. Inhale. Yum, 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 yum. Base of the throat, Vishuddha, the color is blue. So again, imagine that you're trying to reach all beings, so all beings feel those vibrations produced by these seed mantras. Vishuddha, blue at the base of the throat. Hum. Hum, 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 hum. The third eye, Anya, the color is indigo. Sound, the seed mantra is Om. Inhale. Om, 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 om. And lastly, Sahasrara. The seed mantra is Om, one long sustained Om. So no repetitions, just a long Om until you try to make it reach the ends of the universe. The color is violet. Take a deep breath in. Once again, inhale. Remain established in the Om, which is said contains all the sounds, colors, and vibrations of the universe. You can, if you like, imagine it continue to resonate throughout the practice. Try to imagine that you can see all the colors of the Om, that you can hear all the celestial sounds, the tones that make up that beautiful sound, like the sound of the universe, the song of the universe, and imagine you can feel the vibrations all throughout. They represent the infiniteness of God's nature, which is yours too, in fact. So now let's continue the practice of the asanas. The way that God manifests in this universe is through the forms, and we try to revere and love each and every one, and see how God manifests, how the God's grace and beautiful magnificent shows up in that form. Make each and every posture an offering. Let's come to standing. So we'll start off with some warm-ups to prepare the body for the practice. Stand with your hands on the hips. Start to circle ahead. Go to the left. Try to get your ears to the shoulders, the chin to the chest, back of the head to the top of the back. If you can, move the joints a little bit, move the body a little bit faster so as to produce a little bit more heat so that it can help promote the release of impurities. And go in the opposite sense. Feel as though the head is very heavy, you can't even stay on top of the neck. Goes all the way around it. Good. Now from here, left foot forward, right arm circles backwards. Make as though you're winding up to throw a ball. Go forward now. Right foot forward, left arm swings back. Imagine holding a weight of 5 pounds in the hand to make the arm swing more easily. And go forward. Now feet together, feet in line with one another, about 10 inches apart. Arms up over the head. Kick over the opposite elbows. Bend to the left. Bounce a few times. Then go to the other side. Try not to make folds in the waist and the underside of the body. Imagine trying to squeeze the inside of the elbows right together. Press them together. Go to the left. Go to the right. Come back to the center. Start to make little circles over the head. Head, neck, and shoulders mostly moving at first. Then gradually, the circles get larger. Chest, knee, upper back coming into movement. Starting to feel a pull in the waist. And if you feel comfortable to do so, now you can circle the whole torso. Come down low. The momentum of the downswing carrying me through the circle gracefully and smoothly. And then coming back up, go in the opposite direction now. Again, start with small circles over the head. And then gradually getting larger. Chest and upper back coming into movement as well. And if you again feel apt to do so, start to spin the whole trunk, make it look like a windmill or an airplane propeller. Forearms come right across the tops of the feet. Good, now coming back up and release. Shake out the wrists, move the fingers very, very rapidly. Like in no control of the hands moving all by themselves. And up and down like the wings of a hummingbird again. Very, very fast. Now, Arms by sides of the body. Start to bring the weight to the whole body, the whole trunk turns. Side to side. Now we're sitting on any which way, the head flying in all the directions. And then start to slow it down. Good. This again is for the waist. The feet about the width of the mat. Take all the opposite elbows at the height of the shoulders. Kapalabhati is doing so as you throw your body from side to side, you're breathing out. The breathing, the inhale happens passively as you come back to the center. Look all the way around you. And then release. Now from here, arms up to the sides. You can bring your left hand to the wall if you need to. Swing the right leg back and forth. Flex your foot so that you don't hit your toes hard on the ground. Try to get your knee to the shoulder, the toes to the back of the head. And then the other leg. Make it look like a pendulum that went out of control. Soon the shin might come right to the forehead. Feet together, as Dharmaji calls them, calisthenics. Make sure your hands hit together when they come over the head. Kapalabhati here as well. And then stop. Feet again together. 6 counts to come up. Lift the heels and the arms. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, come back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try not to allow the heels to hit heavily on the ground. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hollow the navel. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. Inhale, come up. Be like the wind is watching the body move all by itself. 4, 5, 6. Hold the position now. Interlace your fingers. Press heels, palms up. Get even taller. Engage the core and the leg muscles. Good. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring the chin back down on the chest in a gesture of humbleness. Stay in this humble mindset throughout the practice. Remember to renounce all the fruits. Let go of all expectations. Let go of all attachment to the results. Do the practice for all beings everywhere. So now let's come to the front of the mat. Surya Namaskara. Hands at the hearts. Imagine we're together physically, moving like a school of fish, all together. Stay in the collective mind of offering. Raise your arms up for the head, arch back. Pull the body down. Bend your knees if you need to. Bring hands flat on the ground and chest on the thighs. Then the right foot goes back, lower down the knee, drop down to the seat. Come into the high plank. Lower the knees and bring the seat all the way back behind the heels. Glide between your arms, brush your nose down to come forward, pull the opposite sides of the body. Raise the head, curve the back. Take the seat back again, 2 more times. Come forward, imagine trying to drag the floor towards the body. Turn the fingers out a little bit, maybe this helps to propel the body forward with more power. 1 more time, come back. Glide like a snake creeping through the grass. Then uncoiling majestically. Take the head all the way back, try to get the back of the head over your seat. Then Adho Mukha Savasana. Lift the seat, allow the head to go down. If you're flexible, maybe you can tap the forehead to the ground. Then the right foot steps forward. If that's a difficult transition, you can lower the back knee down. Use the right hand to push the foot forward. And then the feet together, Uttanasana. Chest on the thighs again, head down. Come all the way up to standing. Engage the buttocks and upper back. Support your knee, lean back. Come back home. Pranamasana. Raise arms up, arch back, pull the body down. Uttanasana. Left foot back. Into plank. Knees down. Again, the seat goes all the way back. Come forward. Try to visualize how the snake moves. Imagine how the bounce range of motion. Try to copy the movements. Take the seat back. Think of all the qualities that we associate with the serpent. Be regal and wise, fierce and fearless and mighty. One more time. Take the seat back. 3 times blessed. Those can imitate the forms in all levels. Copy them physically, mentally, and spiritually. And then they impart they whisper all their secrets to you into Adho Mukha Savasana, downward facing dog. And then the left foot forward. Feet together, Uttanasana, chest on the thighs, head down. Come back. And come back home. Raise arms up, stretch the whole front of the body. Fold the body down in half. Adjust your humbleness here. Right foot back. Each and every movement, each and every posture has its own practice of consciousness. Tap into it. Knees, chest, forehead down. Come right through into upward facing dog. Stay here for a moment. Bend the toes under. And now pulse. Push your hips forward a little bit more between the hands. The chest goes forward, the head goes back. Try not to make a big fold across the lower back and the back of the neck. Look like a dog howling at the moon. Back into Adho Mukha Savasana. Allow the heart to fall towards the ground. Soften the line in the back. Curve the back. Look like a dog stretching its back. And embody the loyalty of the dog to its master. And then the right foot steps forward to the hands. Anjalyasana. Feet together. Uttanasana. Try to get your seat in line with your heels. If you're straight, if your legs are straight, try to get your whole body against the front of the legs. And come all the way up. Hasta Uttanasana, standing salute. Come back home. Think about what the posture is saying. When you lift the heart, the gaze is up. An expression of adoration and surrender to divine service. And Uttanasana, gesture of humbleness. Left foot back. Into the high plank. Ashtanga Namaskara, knees, chest, forehead down. Swing between your arms, come into upward facing dog again. Stay here again, keep working the pose. Try to move in a way that doesn't cut off the energy flow. So no kinks along the back body at either end of the spine. Back into Adho Mukha Savasana. When you merge the form completely, perhaps you find the ease and the mind can go into silence. You try to merge with God who's within the form. Now the left foot steps forward to the hands. Feet together, Uttanasana. It said that when you master pose, you may skip that incarnation as you've realized it fully. Hands back to the heart. Raise arms up. So continue to see God in all the forms. Hands on the ground, pull the body against the legs, right foot back into a lunge, into the high plank. Actually, this time, if you want, come into high plank. If you want, can bring your seat all the way back. So you can come all the way through with dropping your hips and knees. You have to push with your toes, pushing the hands into upward facing dog, Adho Mukha Savasana. Right leg up, Ekapada Adho Mukha Savasana, and set the foot right between the hands. Together, Uttanasana. Belly on the thighs, head down, and come right up. Try to link the moves together seamlessly like you're doing a divine dance devotion. Hands to the heart. Go up and back. Continue to be the witness, watching the body moving all by itself. Left foot back. Watch even the reactions and the mental activity without any judgment as to what you observe. Take the seats back, come forward. The witness remains unaffected, dispassionate, unbothered. Adho Mukha Savasana. Lift the left leg up. Step the foot between the hands. But the divine eternal witness is always looking upon everything with unconditional love and compassion. So come into that mindset. Reach up and back. Come back home. Good. Let's add on. Raise your arms up. Stretch the whole front of the body again. As you come this time, bend your knees. Land your belly on your thighs and pull your hands up off your back all the way high as you can. Off your, in line with your shoulders, maybe in front of the head. Bounce you a little bit again. Allow the belly to hit the thighs, the forehead to your shins, maybe if your legs are straight. Now from here, the right foot back. Back knee down into Kapyasana. Raise your arms up, stretch your arms all the way back. And then come back into high plank. Entry of your choice into upward facing dog. You can do that entry where you're not laying, your hips and your legs touch the ground, or modify as you need to according to your abilities. Adho Mukha Savasana. Right leg up, and then right between the hands again. Shoulders over the fingertips, the foot doesn't land the big heavy thud. Raise your arms up over the head, arch back. Come forward, belly on your thighs, swing your hands behind your back. And then Uttanasana, belly against the thighs, head down. Come up again. And then Brahmasana. The more you practice, the more you find the tricks to permit the body to move with more ease. Belly on your thighs, bring your hands up over your shoulders, left foot goes back. Hold your breath as you make your transition to make it smooth and controlled. Arch back, Kapyasana. Come back into high plank. Through to upward facing dog. Adho Mukha Savasana. Left leg up, three-legged dog, and then the foot between the hands. Kapyasana again, of course. Raise your arms, even away from the leg. Come forward, belly on your thighs, hands behind the back, feet together, Uttanasana. And right up to stand again. Arch back, Hasta Uttanasana. Open yourself up to divine grace, hands to the heart. Again, raise your arms up, reach up and back. Fold the body down in half. Bury your mind deep in the heart. Watch one move, even more power, grace, and ease. So right foot back. Lower down a knee. Raise your arms up. Arch back. See if you can stay here a little bit. Rock your shoulders back and forth so you can get your arms back. If it's too much, you can just keep your hands on the knee and lean away from the leg. Push into your knee. Or alternatively, you can take hold of your opposite elbows. Allow the head to rest in your arms. Wherever you are is perfect if you're trying your best. Come back into high plank. Or if you like, you can try even another transition. Swing left leg all the way up into Ekapada Adho Mukha Savasana. Come forward, shoulders over the fingertips. Come down to your chest first. So again, push into roots your right toes. Pull the underside of the body, land your chest down, and follow through the rest of your body. Upward facing dog. Adho Mukha Savasana. Right leg immediately comes up. Step the foot between the hands. Reach up and back. Make the offering as beautiful as possible when you offer up the poses. The practicing becomes even more magnificent. Hands behind the action. Let's stay here again. I forgot. Rock your shoulders back and forth. Lean away from the leg. Try to get your index fingers over the back toes. Radiate your leg from within like the crescent moon reflects the light of the sun. And then come forward, belly on your thighs, hands behind the back. Join the feet together, Uttanasana. If your legs are straight, even the face against the shins. Chest trying to go below the knees. Come right up to stand again. Reach up and back. Arch. Come back home. And again. Raise your arms up. Go forward and down. Belly at your thighs. Push your seats up and line at your heels if you can. The belly pushing against your thighs to help that movement. And then the left foot goes back. Back knee down. Kapyasana. Reach up and stretch. Good. Try to get again your arms behind the ears even. Or beside. Try. It's not like this with the head in front, with arms in front of the head. Try to get the arms back behind the head. And come back into high plank. Swing the right leg up and back. Come forward into high plank. Lower down the chest first. Right through into upward facing dog. Adho Mukha Savasana. Left leg up and back. And step the foot between the hands. Back knee down. Even though if your pose looks like this, just visualize the pose in your mind. See yourself in paths you're trying to attain with constant practice, with adherence to ethical rules, and with angry determination. All is possible. Reach up. Stretch. And then break the pose. Belly on your thighs, swing hands behind the back. Hold the breath. The right foot comes in to meet the left. Uttanasana. Try to get your seat in line to heels. The top head almost touching your feet. come right up to standing. Reach up and back. Hips forward, engage buttocks, arch back. Open yourself up to divine grace. And bring your hands back to the heart. Take pause here for a moment. From the heart, inhale the love and the gratitude in your heart up to the crown. Exhale, send it out to all beings everywhere. Be grateful for all experiences, for all interactions. We have something to gain from each and every one. And release. Everything is happening according to the divine plan in a perfect way to help us to evolve. So now let's continue with some poses. Starting off with tree. If you have a lotus, you can do a lotus. You bring me up to the shoulder. The edge of the foot comes to the top of the left leg, and your foot lands, the sole of the foot is up, knee is down. If you don't have that, you just do the normal one. Push the foot against the inseam of the leg, just not against the knee. So it doesn't matter if it doesn't come up to the root, just maybe not right against the knee, just some below or above. If you have a lotus, you can also take a bind. You can reach behind the hind. Use the left hand if you need to guide your hand to the foot. Take hold of the foot and then come back up. Left hand in Yana Mudra. So this is one option, or if you can't reach, do the bind. Left hand just holds the foot, right hand behind the back, and you hold the elbow. Otherwise, bring your arms over the head and grow taller and taller like the tree. Look up above you. If you can, if you find a balance. Always steady and stately, but ready to bend when the wind comes around. Be pliable in the mind and the body. Now from here, release the leg, lift the knee way up as high as you can, turn to your left, point the toes. See if you can hook your foot around the back of your left leg. If it doesn't, just leave it out there. No, not important. Left arm out to the right, eagle. The elbows come right in front of the shoulders. If you can, sink down a little bit more, but try not to come forward too much. Look like an eagle, just contemplating where to fly today. Now from here, come back up, come into figure four. So the foot, the leg is shin is over the thigh. Come down into a little bit of a half squat. So you bring your seats backwards and you bring arms forward. So we'll do it this way. Please can you see? Now you can stay here. You can bring your hands down. Wrap your toes around the upper left arm. Your shin, your right knee comes onto your right, underneath your right arm, and then extend your left leg out if you want, flying crow. Even if you don't bring your leg out, you can just keep your leg tucked. So you're, yeah, okay, so then make your way up and come back. All these are options. Move again according to your abilities. Now the left foot comes up for your tree, either your conventional tree or if you like your lotus again. Wherever you are is perfect. If you're trying your best, go to the edge of your potential every time so that you keep on pushing your edge further forward each time. When you see the progress, you remain enthusiastic and it fuels your motivation. Rise up tall, you can look up again. Become the tree. Now getting ready for the next one, Garudasana. Lift the knee up as high as you can. You do this so that your leg lands a little bit higher on the right leg, so that when you twist and you bind, it makes it bind a little bit easier. Turn to your right, point the toes, see if your foot can make its way back there. Otherwise, keep it just where you need to. Right arm over the left this time. Come down. As far as you see fit, work the hips. Press all the way up into figure four. Whatever happens, just dance it. Remain in the same temperament, undisturbed. Now here, come into a little bit of a squat with your belly on your thighs. If you can get if you can bend your knee enough, your seat's in line with your seat's in line with your knee. Arms out, and you can stay there, or you can bring your hands down. And even if you just stay here and just shift forward, so you lean more weight onto your arms. The knees just underneath the left arm. Your toes of the left foot around the upper arm close to the shoulder. And so you can extend your leg out essentially if you're having your arm balance. Good, break the pose, push into the ground and come back up. Release. Charge the body here. Turn the palms forward, close the eyes, inhale, imagine the best of the breaths coming right into the body, up the spine to the crown. Exhale, send it everywhere throughout the body. Next pose, ballet. Stand on your left foot first. Take hold of the left foot by the inside, the thumb behind the heel. Bring a leg and arm at the same time. If you're having trouble balancing, you can stand against the wall or left fingertips on a wall. So you want to have your toes and fingers in the same height, either maybe as the shoulders, maybe higher if you're more flexible. Try to have your arm and leg at the same angle. Look up, be poised and graceful, magnificent like a dancer. So now we're going to let go of the foot, but do it slowly so you don't let the foot fall suddenly. Hold the breath, doing it now. Let go of the foot, let it float there. And then slowly bring the foot down, don't let it touch the ground, going right to either eagle or toppling tree. With your eagle, your arms are out to the side. Imagine you're soaring through the air like that eagle plunging down from a great height. If you want, you can interlace your fingers, open up the palms, and bring the hands all the way up. Off your back as high as it'll go. You have to fall towards your toes a little bit. Bring the right foot up higher. Now from here, press into your left foot, hold the breath. Try to come right up into ballet pose again. Dharmaji sometimes likes to do these transitions, help us to move, learn to move with grace and ease and coordination. And then release. Whatever happens again, remain undisturbed, unjudging, unbothered. Other foot now. Standing on your right foot, anchor down to the foot, take hold of the left foot by the heel inside, and bring the leg up. If you flex the foot, sometimes it helps with balance. Lift through the heart, push the lower back up and in. Become one with the form again. Imagine you're a magnificent dancer. And now hold the breath, engage leg muscles, let go of the foot slowly, not too suddenly, so that the foot remains where it is. And then start to lean to the right. Left foot goes down, and then all the way back behind. If you can, so touching your fingers to the ground, or your foot to the ground. Again, into your diving eagle. Try to have your foot higher than the head, or interlace your fingers, open up the palm, and pull them all the way up over your shoulders. You can bend your right knees, you can rest your belly on your thigh, but then push your chest forward, squeeze the shoulder blades together to arch the back. Point the toes. Now press into the right foot again. Hold the breath, come right back up into ballet pose. And then release. Whatever's happening is according to the gunas, the qualities of the universe that keep changing. Just dance with whatever happens. So next one. I should do this. Ardha Chandrasana. Left foot forward. Bring the left fingertips on the ground and bring the right leg up. Open it to the right. Try to get the foot as high as you can. Now take hold of the foot, bend your left knee a little bit so you can anchor the left foot down a little bit more, pull the right heel in towards the seat, you can take the foot more easily. And then start to push the foot away from your body, and then when your foot is far away as possible, straighten out your left leg. Now from here you have a few options. You can stay where you are, or you can look forward, hold your breath. You can take your left hand up off the ground onto your heart. Maybe even you can take it to the foot, pull the heel in towards the seat first, and push the foot out. Arch the back. If you want, you can even come standing. If too much to hold the foot with both hands, go to Natarajasana. all expressions in a form will be able to, all forms will eventually be able to realize them all. So don't worry. Just go as far as you can this lifetime. The next one, just pick up where you left off. I'll break the pose. Bring the foot back down. Try it on the other side now. The right foot steps forward. Right hand comes down, not too close. At least 14 or 16 inches to give yourself a little more room to open up. If you can't open up easily, use a block underneath your right hand or come onto your right knee. Always find expression of pose that suits your abilities. Open up fully to the side, point the toes, keep the fingers together so as not to dissipate any energy. And then from here, bend your right knee if you can. If you bring your knee in towards to your belly first, take hold of the heel. That might be easier to take the foot and then pull it all the way back and up away from your body. Then try to push the left shoulder back. It should feel like a bow pose here. Straighten up the right leg once the foot is far away from your body. And then you can move on. You can look forward. Hip is over the heel, so I take the right hand to the heart. Or maybe use the foot. Pull the leg towards the seat. Push the foot out, and if you want, you can come all the way up into standing bow or Nakadajasana. Push your chest forward. Nakadajasana with your arm out in front, if that's more your preference, your level. Break the pose. Release. Charge the body again. Turn the palms forward. Inhale, imagine lights of every color streaming into the body, right up through the body to the spine, up through the spine to the crown. Exhale, send it everywhere. Illuminate, feel illuminated, and shine your light to all beings everywhere. Good. So, one more. Come down first. Let's start off with hummingbird. Bend your knees, your fingers on index fingers on each side of the mat in front of your feet. Left foot goes, you're standing your left foot first, your right foot comes all up off the ground, your knee comes up as high as you can. Your belly's on your thigh. Now take your fingers up off the ground, maybe over the head. From here, take your left hand to the foot, index finger along the outside of the heel. Keep your right knee way up here, belly on your thigh. You can keep your left knee bent. Or if you have more flexibility, straighten out your right leg, coming into standing split. And then from here, see if you can bring your right hand closer and closer. Your hip again over the heel. Maybe just come onto just the index finger, the fingernail of the index finger. And then see if you can get your right hand to the feet as well. Takes concentration and patience. Eventually, both arms are hugging the leg. The lower arms hugging the lower leg, and your chin may be on the shin. Now from here, place your hands on either side of the foot. Just heels, palms in front of your knees, almost in line with your toes. Push the left heel up and down. You can stay here. You can bend your right knee if you like. Bend your toes back, flex your foot. If those you want can come up, so you can take a few hops, so you can find a balance. To keep your legs split, it's a little bit easier. One foot in front, one foot back. Keep trying. Push into your heels, your palms. Just have a hand. Want to get your legs all the way up, you can do that as well. A little more practice, constant practice. Angry determination. Again. And then come back down. We'll have a chance to do it on the other foot now. So now, take a moment here. Lift your head a little bit. Exhale. Slump down. Let go of all fatigue. Let go of all struggle. Throw it out of the body. And now start on the other side. Hummingbird to start. Standing on right foot. Your fingers again on either side of the mat. Bring your left knee up. As high as it will go. Eventually, if you feel you can, take your fingers up off the ground from your shoulders or over your head. your head about the height of the knee. Get your left knee up as high as you can. Make it a little delicate hummingbird. Stay small. Then take the right hand down onto the foot. Index finger along the outside of the heel, close to the back of the foot. Pull the left knee up as high as you can, or extend your leg again if you have flexibility. Pull the leg up. Try to get your feet in the same line. And eventually, take your left hand closer and closer and walk your hand towards your foot. On your fingertips, maybe come onto your just one index finger of the left hand. Eventually, maybe your hand on the foot as well. Hold your breath. And bring hands on either side of the foot, just inside the foot. Lift the heel again. Again, you can bend your knee. Keep your legs bent. Flex your feet, and if you want, push into your hands, hold the breath, push into the ground, and see if you can come up into handstand if you like. Stand on your hands. Advanced practitioners, do whatever you want. Try to get your legs straight. Eventually, keep trying. Again, practice. And then come back down. Again, take a deep breath in, exhale, relax. Even if you can't get the pose today or tomorrow or anything, be unconcerned, be unattached to the results. Just keep trying. Roll your way up. Discharge body before we go on. Turn the palms forward. Inhale the best into the body, right up the spine to the ground. Exhale, send it everywhere throughout the body. Send it out to all beings as well. Everything meant to be shared. So now, jump or walk your feet apart, facing the long edge of the mat. Turn to your left, Virabhadrasana. Knee over the toes, arms in the same line. Fingertip to fingertip at the height of the shoulders. Enter into the consciousness of a warrior, always strong, determined, loyal to the people they serve. Into Virabhadrasana 1, look forward, and then up. Your chest is forward, your gaze is up between the hands. Allow the head to fall back. Have an expression of abject surrender here to your duty. Lower the back knee down. From here, hands together. Kali Mudra again. Rock your shoulders back. Pull your arms back behind the head if you can. Arch the back. If you have other expressions of the pose, you can. No other variations. You can fold your hands down behind your head. If you have balance, bring the foot up. You might be able to catch the foot eventually. If you can't quite get there yet, press the thumb into the back of the right knee. Wrap your fingers around the outside of the knee. And this might guide your foot up a little bit closer. You can control where the foot is going so that eventually comes to the head. Or your swan. Nice variation. You can take the foot, pull it towards you, push in the crook of the arm, and you can either just stay here, or your arms extended in spear pose is a beautiful one, or your fingers come close to your ears, you lean towards the foot, your fingers lock, and then you lift your wrists, push the foot away once you have your left arm on the outside of the head, left side of the head. Break the pose, pull your heel in towards the seat, and release. Come forward. Lizard, move the left foot out to the edge of the mat. Rock back and forth. Push off, back and forth. Try to get your hips to come down lower. One more time to the right foot. Lower the knee, flatten out the toes. See if you can fall to the right. Try to get if your hips are low enough, you can fall into your forearm. Roll back to your left and keep telescoping your head and chest forward. Try to come down as low as you can. If your hips are anchored down, the rest of the body will follow. Be like a lizard, just send yourself on the warm earth, hunting for food. Keep your eyes open and unblinking, just like a lizard. be a teacher on all levels. And then when the teacher senses the enthusiasm and the obedience, they're more apt to share the knowledge with you, with the students. If you're flat on the ground, your arms can go out to the sides or over your foot, your left arm over the foot, from the outside underneath your knee, and over your back, you join your hands. Break the pose, come back onto your hands. Okay, so from here, lift the toes, sink your body down onto your thigh. You try to get your chest below the knees. Keep reaching forward. If you're flexible, may the forearms come right down. Your seat's in line with your knee. Use the weight of the body to bring more release to the hamstrings and bring your attention to where you want to find a release. Your attention is like a magnet. It will pull all around there. Those you want can come into Hanumanasana, full pose. Bring your hips forward, like you're doing a lunge again onto the asana, and then start to slide your left foot forward. Helps sometimes to slide the foot on a slipperier surface, not the mat, so it doesn't get stuck. And then pulse. Don't do it too hard or too fast. You might pull something, so be mindful again. If you're all the way down, you can take out expressions if you like with your hands. And Anjali Mudra in front of the heart or over the head. Just try to embody the qualities of Hanuman here. The devotion, the faith, the courage. Break the pose. Slide your left foot back. So your foot is now underneath the knee, bend the toes under the back foot. So you can lift your left foot up. If it comes up easily, you're good to go. So if you're this way, you can see your right arm up. Take it to the outside of the left knee, other hand pushes into your seat and pulls down. Inhale, lift to the chest, turn to your left. If you want, you can lean back a little bit, reach your left hand down to the foot, and keep turning. Push against the outside of the right knee, the left knee with the right hand. Keep pushing against the heel, but you're pushing them both towards the right and to twist to your left. If this is easy for you, you can go into Padikita Pashkanasana. Turn forward, right arm up, anchor the toe and the knee towards the right. Go down with your right arm. Try to get your arm on the outside of the knee, your left hand pushes into your right, and you had to push down into your hands in a downward motion. At the same time, the body's coming up, the belly higher than thighs, and the chest coming behind your thumbs. Roll the left shoulder all the way back, turn the face and chest all the way up. If you want, you can take a bind. Push the seat back. If you have the flexibility, use your left hand to just tap along the lower arm to get your arm underneath a little bit more easily. Left arm goes over your back. Join your hands underneath your belly. And lift your back knee up if you can. Push your left shoulder back. Here, break the pose, move your way back towards the center of the mat, between your legs, and come all the way up. Go to the other side now, turn to the right. Virabhadrasana. Work the pose, get nice and low. The offering is an expression of your best effort. Good, imagine some offering to God, so you want to offer up the best, always. Swing your left arm up to the right, Virabhadrasana. So you're saying, take me, grab me higher devotion. Lower the back knee down, slide out the toes. Kapiyasana, rock your shoulders back and forth. Arch back away from the leg. Lean away from the leg. Again, you can do any expression you like. If you have variations, both hands down. See if you have to keep your seat forward towards heel to keep your balance. Or you do any of the others, or you stay where you are. Remember, wherever you are, where you can find stillness, where it's the best you're offering, that's the perfect place to be. Otherwise, if you're constantly in agitation, trying to find your way into the poses, you get too attached to the pose, and that leads ultimately to that makes the mind restless. There's no peace, therefore. You try to remove all cessation of the mind fluctuation. You try to cease the mind activity through the practice. Now break the pose. Getting ready for lizard. So you move the right foot now towards the edge of the mat. Lift the knee up on the back on the left leg and just push back and forth a few times. Try to get your hips to drop further and further. One more push to your left foot, lower the knee down, flatten out the toes, fall to your left, see if you can anchor down to the left arm, left hip. If you can't come down all the way with your hips are too high, just stay on your hands, but keep pushing your hip towards ground. Think of a cobra pose. If you're flexible and your hips are down, perhaps the belly and the chest can come down and the chin as well. Your knees should be close to the shoulder. You're trying to get your back lower than your knee. Right arm again can go over your foot, out to the side, and then underneath your knee, and then over your back for the bind. If you like a lizard, just settle yourself on the warm earth. Now, release and pose. Push your hips back. Ardha Hanumanasana. Lift the toes up on the front foot. Bounce it like a gesture of humbleness. The eyes downcast, the head low. Remain humble. Expect nothing. Do everything without any attachment to results or any expectation. This renders the mind calm and the heart pure. And again, if this is easy for you, you can bend the toes under your back foot, hinge your hips forward, start to slide the right foot forward. Hanumanasana. You want to have your hands alongside your hips so that your shoulders are over the hips eventually. Pulse. Again, do it mindfully, don't go too fast or too hard. If you're all the way down, you can then take other positions with the arms, other mudras, over the head and from the heart, even like a lotus. Make it your own divine offering. Now break the pose. Push into your fingertips, lean forward, bend the toes on the back foot, and drag your right foot back towards you. Coming again into that box shape with your legs. So you can lift your foot up. And if it comes up easily, then you can keep it in place. Left hand up, right hand on the seat or on the waist if you like. But I like to have the seat so you can push in and pull down at the same time as you're lifting up. Inhale, lengthening, so you're extending head up, you're extending tailbone down. Look over the right shoulder, turn to the right. And if you want, you can lean back, you can reach your foot, take your right fingertips to the heel, push the heel and the knee towards the left as you turn to the right. If this is too easy for you, Parivritta Pashkanasana. Left arm up, ankle toe and knee towards the left, dive down with the arm. Hands in Kriya Mudra, Anjali Mudra, push the right hand to your left. So if they're right by the shoulders, keep pushing down until, and push, bring the belly up over your thigh until the chest comes to your thumbs. That's where you want ultimately to land the heart, right behind your thumbs. Right shoulder back. Look up. Sometimes, you can take your back knee up off the ground. Sometimes, if you want to try to bind, it's easier to do from this position if you can keep your balance. Then more space underneath, no obstruction of that bent leg. And you can, again, just use right hand to just tap along the arm, put the lower arm on the wrist, yet your arm underneath a little bit more easily. Once you have the bind, pull on your arm, try to get your chest to look all the way up. So you line on the table practically. Break the pose, come back into high plank. Let's go right into Vasisthasana. Left hand moves towards the right a little bit. Straight line from hand to hand, from feet to the head. If you're sagging, dropping into shoulder, your hips are sagging down, just best to put the left knee down underneath the hip in the same line. So not like this. You still you want to get your knee underneath your hip so that you get a little bit more height in your hips. Then go to the other side, come back to plank. Go onto your right hand now. Turn to your left. Come back into plank. Lower the knees down. If you can, Supta Virasana. So you open up your feet, and if you can, you sit between your heels, and you come down as low as you can. Some might come down about this far, you stay on your hands, or if you can, you come down in forms. Those of you who can, come right onto your back. If you can't sit between your heels, just sit right on your heels. Try to bring your thighs together. If you're in Supta Virasana, take hold of your opposite elbows if you like over your head. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, feel the whole back body sinking into the ground. Feel heavy, feel grounded, solid. Now come back, push into your feet. If you're all the way on the ground, tuck your chin in and then press off the elbows, come back up. One more round of Vasisthasana. This time if you have variations, you can try now. If you're doing it on your knee, you can see if you lift your right leg up. You go to your right and take the right foot. If you're doing it from your side plank, full pose, bring the right foot back alongside the knee side of your left, and then turn on your left foot. Inside edge foot is down. Push your hips all the way forward and up. Try not to bend your left leg. And this sets you up to be able to take your right foot up off the ground more easily. Then take over the knee, take over the foot if you can. Other option, you can just keep turning on your hands. If you have open shoulders, come into coor.dination. Go ahead, on your left hand first, turn to the right. The left foot shouldn't be turned too much either. It should be no more than 30 to 45 degrees. In the same toes on the same line as the foot, as the resting leg. Come back to high plank. Go on the other hand now. Go to your left. And then you can stay there or start to turn on, put it on the right foot. Pull the left foot in a little bit. You want to have the inside edge of the foot down. The right arm is fully extended. Push into your hand as you're trying to push it far away. Your hips are high. Now just try to get your knee right over your toes. Then you bring it, take over the knee, bring it into your body, towards your belly, and maybe slide your hand up to the foot. Break the pose. Come back into plank. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. If you need, you can go into child's pose. If you're ready to go to headstand, go right ahead. You can lower the forearms down. Set up for it. Make sure your elbows are where you can hold them easily. They should be in line with your shoulders. And don't move them. Bring the hands forward. Interlace your fingers. Place your head between your hands. Walk your feet towards your elbows. You can just pulse both heels up and down. Don't even have to leave the ground. You're still in inversion. Your feet don't even have to leave the ground. If you feel you can, bring one foot all the way back behind your body. Split your legs. Keep them bent. Bend your toes back.
Press into your forearms, hold the breath so you can get your other foot up off the ground. The more you get your foot close to your elbows, the less you have to jump. Sometimes if you jump too hard, you land on your back on the other side. All movements graceful, no jerky movements. Try to keep the mind in a non-agitated state. Feel free to use a wall if you need to. If you're all the way up already, you can also do a lotus. This makes the power pose even more powerful. It might give you my mental powers. If you can, it allows you maybe to make the mind one-pointed. All the attention dissipates to the eyebrows. If this is still too much, you can just do hair pose. The forehead in front of your knees, and then lift your seat up so your seat is over your knees. Push your lower back, your upper back forward so that your upper back looks at the wall. And push the belly button right through the lower back. Good. Now, if you feel too much pressure to the head, you can stand on your forearms if you let them. You can always come to a wall or a chair, bring your feet to the base of the chair or the base of the wall. Your seat's on your heels. Again, you measure so that your elbows are underneath your shoulders. You can hold them easily outside the arms. Bring your hands forward, fingers spread. Bring one foot under the wall, or if it's on the wall, it's at the height of the hip. Otherwise, you bring your foot on the seat. Bring one leg all the way behind you, and see if you can pull your toes away from the wall. If you're reaching for the wall, you're too far. Your leg, when you're on the wall, should be bent still, the foot that's on the wall. One more minute. Where you are, find stillness, merge with the form. Some yogis, as Gandhi says, does this pose, headstand, or an inversion. And that's all we do. There's so many benefits. Make way to come out of pose with control slowly. And then rest in child's pose for a moment. Breathe in. Breathe out all fatigue. And here, arms forward, glide between your arms, come up into cobra. And from here, jump your feet to the hands or walk, coming into squats. Well, sort of squat. Utkatasana actually. Your fingers in the front and lift your heels. If you want to lift your arms up. Be strong and mighty. The legs start to shake, be unconcerned. Learn to control the mind controls you. Don't get defeated by the mind. You're not the mind. You're not the body nor the emotions. Slowly come down. And your seat is at the heels, take a chin in. Slowly transition right into baby cow. The seat behind your shoulders to start, but then you can start to move a little bit deeper into the pose. Perhaps you bring your arms behind your back, you join together, you shift from side to side so your arms are all the way behind your back. And then you can either stay with your knees close to your shoulders or extend your legs, come into a full cloud. Again, you have the option of staying here or bring your hands onto your back if you're ready. Shoulder stand, Shavasana. One leg up and then the other one follows. Straight line from toes down to your chin. If you have lotus, go ahead. Full lotus, not just a half lotus. If you can't get into full lotus, just keep your legs straight. And then you want to push into your thighs, your hands if you can. Push your knees up higher, higher than your hips. Okay, keep your hands on your back, it's too much. This is if you have notice only. Nothing to do. Nowhere to go but deeper within, beyond the body, your mind, and emotions. These are not you. When you come back into palm or pindasana if you have a lotus. If you know of the embryo pose, a full embryo with your bind, your arms go around the outside of the legs and join your hands underneath your seat. Your lowest part gets your body. If you don't have a lotus, cloud pose. When you drop your knees against your thighs against your body, your knees on either side of the head, to allow yourself to withdraw from the senses even more. And then you can withdraw your mind, from your senses, not get distracted by anything coming in through the sense organs. You have more of an ability to concentrate, without distraction. For those of you who can, come into bridge pose from here. Place your hands on your back if you're not already. And from here, one foot comes down at a time, soft landing. You can't come into the bridge pose this way, just go into the normal way. Just bring your legs back down and then bring your feet close to your seat, lift your hips up off the ground. Now from here, preparing for, if you can, couch pose. So you walk forward on your elbows at your shoulders until you can get your elbows very close to your heels. You walk your feet, your heels in closer, so your feet are like a V, your heels together. Hold on to your ankles, press into your elbows, and you have to lift your shoulders up off the mat so you can pull on your heels and bring your ankles and pull your knees down. And then you can bring your top of the head down to the ground. Your seat is on your heels, you take hold of opposite elbows over your head. This is couch pose. If this is too much, then you just, instead of holding on your feet, you just bring your hands underneath your seat, sit on your wrists, your legs then extend straight out. Fish pose. Bring your chest up, and then bring the top of the head down. Conventional fish. Your palms are facing down. Now wherever you are, breathe very fast in the nose, like a sniffing dog. Now hold your breath. Actually, don't hold your breath. From here, if you are either in couch pose or if you want, you can come to coor.dination, so you bring your feet in close to your seat. Otherwise, you let go of your ankles, place your hands in front of your head, fingers spread. And then from here, if you're in couch pose, you might be able to lift your head right up off the ground. Otherwise, you might have to turn your hands around first. You will have to turn your hands around first and then see if you take your head up off the ground. If it's too much, just stay in bridge. Stretch the front of the body, lift up. Rock back and forth a few times. Push your chest forward in front of your arms. And then come back down. Into your back. Breathe in. The best of the best. Breathe out. Imagine just painting like all fatigue. Inhale, bringing the best again. Imagine them like beams of light coming in, right through the skin. Exhale, flood your body with it. Now from here, slide your left foot in and bring your right leg right up. Take hold of the ankle, bring your right knee onto the shoulder and pull on that foot. Try and get try to straighten your leg
Try to get your shin closer to your face. If you can extend your left leg. Also, try to get your back leg to come onto the ground. Those who are very flexible might be able to bring your leg a little bit to the side, and bring your toes to the ground beside your head. Less so, just keep your left knee on your shoulder, and just do your best to get your leg straighter and straighter. And always keep your left knee up and your left foot down, closer to the, if you have very tight hamstrings. Now from here, half happy baby pose. Bend your right leg again, so your heel's in the same line as your knee. Your shin is vertical, and then you bring your knee down right beside your body, underneath your arm. So those, if you want, can also take your arm around the front of your leg, sit on your hand. You're flexible, bring your head up, your shoulders up off the ground, pull your foot towards your left, and try to get your foot behind your head. Obviously, you're doing this on your back, okay, on the ground. Okay, good. If you're trying to get your leg behind your head, try to push into the back of the knee so that the knee comes about the height of the ear. Then you get more mobility to bring your leg where it needs to go behind your head. Not important again. This will not get self-realization any faster. Some poses just give you some mental powers, but really it's the offering that's ultimately important, and try to find divine, see God in all beings. That's most important. In the asanas, you realize everything in your practice self-realization. Now release. Try it on the other side. You can slide the right foot in. Keep the right knee bent, and bring your left leg up. Take hold of the foot. Start with your knee on your shoulder. So your leg is bent, but then you pull on the foot. Try to get your foot closer to your head to straighten the leg, and straighten the leg to get the foot closer to the head. If you can extend your right leg flat on the ground. If you're very flexible, try to get your foot down right beside your head. Looks like a split. Happy baby pose. Bend your leg again, your knee and your back of your knee and your heel in the same line. And from here, if you want, you can take your left arm over your leg. Sometimes it helps to bring the right knee in, right into tuck, and just you have to raise your left hip a little bit. Push into the back of the knee with your left arm. Lift your shoulders up off the mat. Pull the foot, it's push the foot behind your head and pull it towards right. Get your shoulders and head up as high as possible, tuck your chin in, and then maybe the foot will find its way behind your head. Break the pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax. Come up to seat position here. From here, coor.dination. You open up your feet so they're about the width of the heels on the outside edge of the mat, so about 2 feet apart. And then slide your arms underneath your body, your legs. Take hold of the heels, pull on the heels, and try to get your body forward. So you're trying to push your try to get your shoulders lower than the knees. So you pull on your feet at the same time in a backward sense as you telescope your head and chest forward. And maybe your chest will go down more. Push the elbows further out underneath your legs, out to the outside. If your shoulders are already lower than the knees, you can bring your hands back behind you, fingers facing backwards. Coor.dination. Your legs are close to shoulders. You might need to bring your feet in a little bit more, so that your legs are closer to the shoulders than the elbows. You're very flexible, your elbows are free, join your hands over your back.
Breathe from the base of spine up to the crown. Exhale back down to the base of spine. Watch the breath and the movement of the breath. Break the pose. Way back. Bench pose or coor.dination. So if you're doing coor.dination, your feet side out a little bit more. Pull your shoulders in towards one another so your upper back is wide. And then from here, thrust your chest up, push your shoulders back. The toes come down. Try to press the toes into the ground, lower thighs inwards if you need to. If it's too much, bring your feet underneath your knees and then do bench pose. Now make the belly jump. Breathe very fast through the nose. Seat down. Slide your feet in close to your body. Breathe in. Hold the breath. Everything stops. Oh, you touch up the space of the eyebrows. Contract the buttocks. Push the belly button to the front of the spine. Don't breathe more body deep. Slowly exhale. Cross your ankles. Come onto your belly. Get ready for cobra, bhujangāsana. Too much, do sphinx. Start to roll up, roll the shoulders back, come up. Start baby cobra first. Elbows bent, your chest is forward. Try to curve your back as much as you can. If it's too much, you can stay low, you can bring your forms on the ground, stay in sphinx. Otherwise, push into your hands, come up higher and higher. Imagine trying to get to the top of the head. Imagine the top of the head resting on your seat. Shift from one side to the other. You might look at your hands gradually closer and closer. Come onto your fingertips, and then the whole top of the body is up off the ground. From the legs up, everything's up off the ground. Your hips are still down, pelvis is still down, and then so you can bring your toes up. Bend your legs, point your toes. You might look at your toes to your head. Pose, come back down, rest the body. Breathe in, breathe out. One more pose. Bend your legs up again. Fingertips on either side. Push your chest up and push the thighs up off the ground. Flex your feet, push up to the base of the toes and the heels, and then fly your arms out like a skydiver. If you can, reach back, take hold of your ankles, and pull the legs. Try to get your feet away from your seat. Try not to have your legs too far apart. Your knees about hip width apart. If you're flexible, bring your feet together. Try to get your feet higher than the head. Keep pulling your legs. If you want to rock, you might want to come right back onto your knees. Just stay there. If you have the full pose, see if that's shoulder mobility, go ahead. Advanced practitioners, you know what to do. Pull, make one foot up first, and then make sure your elbows higher than the shoulders as much as you can to not stress the shoulders too much. Even if you just do one leg and the other leg in a regular hold, all good. Again, forehead on hands, breathe in, breathe out. Come back to seated position, hands under the shoulders, push your way up. So going into a twist now. Adho Matsyendrasana. Your left leg can fold in, and the right foot goes on the outside of the left knee. Make sure both sides of your feet are down. If you can't, you can either sit on a block or just extend your left leg and move your right foot further forward beyond the knee. Right hand behind the back, left arm up, and then push the forearm against the other thigh. The right hand right against the back. Make sure you're not leaning back. Inhale, lift through the chest, turn to the right all the way, bit by bit. Don't wrench your body around, but in your first breath, take your time, go deeper. No jerks, no aggressive, loud, or movements that will agitate the mind again. If your legs are bent, you can take a bind. If you know any binds, you can just take your left hand down to your heel and pull on the heel, gets you a little bit, helps to go a little bit deeper into the pelvis. And you're trying to push left, the right leg beyond the left edge of the body. Turn, switch sides. Right arm up, go to your left. Push the lower back up and in, use your right elbow to again push the right knee, the left knee beyond the right edge of the body. It's not just the eyes that turn. Imagine you can see right through your skin at the spine spiraling. Perhaps these visualizations will help you go deeper into the poses. Break the pose. Lie down on your back for Shavasana. Make your way down in a way that is gentle and then rest the body. Allow everything to sink down. Imagine all the muscles just instantly dissolved. Surrender physically. Just let go of all tension. Imagine that you're attracting all the tension that you feel. If you feel any, to the center of the body. Exhale, just drop it right out. Lie on the body, just sink. Feel as though the muscles and the flesh are just hanging off the bones. Everything's soft, everything heavy. And mentally make yourself receptive as well. Be grateful and receptive to all that is coming, the fruits of the practice that come in full force as a result of you offering up. And if you always stay in this mindset of offering, you'll keep attracting good karma, good outcome, good results. But do everything as a divine service, so you do not get attached to results. No expectation of reward. Do it because it must be done for the benefit of all. And it will come back to you in a positive way. Save yourself a following sentence 3 times to ingrain it in your mind and heart. Come back to it every day to see its realization more and more every day. My compassion is expanding and reaching all beings. Repeat that to yourself mentally 3 times. My compassion is expanding and reaching all beings.
first ethical rule, the first of the yamas, and has been present all along the way. Otherwise, there's no success in meditation. Mind always be restless and desiring, and always in a place we want to keep all those those restless desires. We want to also act in a way that attracts the good, the positive, by being compassionate, loving towards all beings. The mind will be content and less prone to those cravings that turn into attachments and lead to ultimately suffering. So now keep that firmly engraved in your mind as you return to a seated pose. Continue to carry that out in your day-to-day lives. Come back to seated position now. Pose his own shanti, shanti, shanti. And still in peace within, submit to all beings everywhere. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Be receptive to the grace of God. All is fulfilled. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining. Hope to see you soon. Much love. And I think next week we'll be back at the actually next week there will be no class the next week. Possibly the week after as well. Or the early. Okay, so just stay tuned. I'll update you. Okay? Much love. See you soon.